Victories of the Day, March 25th. Victories of the Day, March 25th. 1. 1655. The discovery of Titan. On March 25, 1655, Dutch physicist and astronomer Christian Huygens discovered Titan, the largest moon of Saturn and the second largest in the solar system. Before this discovery, humanity believed the Earth's moon was a unique anomaly, as telescopes were not yet powerful enough to resolve the faint star following Saturn. Huygens utilized a self-built refracting telescope with a focal length of 3.7 meters, allowing him to track the object for several nights and calculate its orbital period around the ringed planet. This shifted astronomy from a solar-centric view to a multi-system view, proving that other planets functioned as miniature solar systems with their own gravitational mechanics. Today, Titan is a primary target for astrobiology because it is the only place in the universe besides Earth known to have liquid lakes and a thick, nitrogen-rich atmosphere. 2. 1860. The first patent for the phonautograph. On March 25, 1860, Edouard Léon Scott de Martinville received a French patent for the first device capable of recording sound, the phonautograph. Prior to this, sound was considered a ghostly phenomenon that disappeared the moment it was created. There was no mechanical way to visualize the vibrations of the human voice. The system utilized a vibrating diaphragm connected to a stylus that traced sound waves onto a rotating cylinder covered in soot-blackened paper. This shifted acoustical physics into a visual science, proving that sound had a physical shape, amplitude, and frequency that could be archived. While Scott de Martinville couldn't play the sounds back, modern digital signal processing was used in 2008 to read his 1860 recordings, allowing us to hear a human voice from before the American Civil War. 3. 1913. The Great Dayton Flood, hydraulic engineering milestone. On March 23 to 25, 1913, a catastrophic flood hit Dayton, Ohio, which led to the creation of the Miami Conservancy District, the first comprehensive watershed-wide flood control system. Before 1913, flood protection was piecemeal. Each city built its own walls, which often just pushed the water faster toward the next town downstream. The system utilized dry dams and retarding basins designed to hold back excess water automatically during a storm and release it at a controlled, safe rate. This shifted civil engineering toward hydraulic basin management, treating an entire river system as a single machine rather than a series of disconnected points. This model is the global gold standard for flood mitigation. The math used to design Dayton's basins is still used by engineers today to protect cities from rising river levels. 4. 1944. The Bourlag wheat breakthrough, the Green Revolution. On March 25, 1944, Norman Bourlag arrived in Mexico to begin his research on semi-dwarf wheat, a milestone in genetic agricultural engineering. Previously, high-yield wheat grew so tall and top-heavy that it would lodge, fall over, and rot before harvest, leading to constant famine in developing nations. The system utilized shuttle breeding, growing 2 crops a year in different climates, to select for a short, thick-stalked variety of wheat that could support massive amounts of grain. This shifted global ecology into the Green Revolution, allowing countries like Mexico, India, and Pakistan to become self-sufficient in food production for the first time. Bourlag is credited with saving over 1 billion people from starvation. His work on this day proved that genetics could be engineered to outpace the growth of the human population. 5. 2002. The discovery of Quaoar, outer solar system dynamics. On March 25, 2002, astronomers using the Palomar Observatory discovered Quaoar, a massive Kuiper belt object that challenged our definition of what a planet is. Before Quaoar, the region beyond Neptune was thought to be mostly empty or filled with small, insignificant debris, with Pluto being the only giant in the dark. The discovery utilized digital sky surveying, comparing images taken hours apart to find a tiny dot moving against the background of fixed stars. This shifted planetary science toward the dwarf planet classification, providing the data that eventually led to the reclassification of Pluto and a better understanding of the solar system's icy frontier. 6. Scientist of the Day, Norman Bourlag, 1914 to 2009. Norman Bourlag is the dedicatee of March 25th for being the man who fed the world. Bourlag focused on the biology of survival. He spent his career in the dirt, manually crossbreeding thousands of wheat varieties to find the one that could survive disease and produce enough calories to stop a famine. His achievement on this day in 1944 transformed agriculture from a gamble against nature into a precise, life-saving technology. His legacy is the fact that despite a global population that has tripled since he began his work, we have the mechanical and biological capacity to feed everyone. Victories of the Day, March 25th.